Hello everyone, welcome to accountancy class. Today I will be teaching about origin, source documents and OCHs. Okay, so origin, source documents and OCHs. Before explaining what is this, let me explain you what is meant by source document. See, in business, number of transaction occurs in the business. Accounting process starts with identifying of business transaction. Okay, how does accounting process start? Accounting process starts with what? Identifying of business transaction. What is the first step? Identifying of business transaction. So what type of transactions are identified? Okay, the transactions which are measurable in terms of money. The transactions which are measurable in terms of money are identified. The transactions which are measurable in terms of money are identified under what? Under accounting. Okay, so how accountant he does, how he will measure the transaction in terms of money? He does this with the help of what? He does this with the help of what? The source document. He does this with the help of what? The source document. Okay, what is the source document? See, source, the document which shows the evidence of a transaction is known as source document. Is known as what? Source document. For example, see, when I sell goods on cash, okay, I will prepare cash memo. Okay, when I sell goods on cash, okay, cash sales. For example, when I sell goods on credit sales. So what I do? I prepare invoice. I prepare what? Invoice. So these are documents. What is this cash memo? What is this invoice? All these are what? Documents. So this will serve as evidence. This will act as what? Proof for recording the transaction in the books of account. For recording the transaction in the books of account. See, the origin of a transaction, the birth of a transaction. Okay, the place, the origin of a transaction begins with what? Is derived from what? Is derived from the source document. The origin of transaction is derived from what? Is derived from the source document. Is derived from the source document. The origin of transaction is derived from what? Is derived from the source document. Okay, so this is what? These are source document. All these are called as what? The source documents. Okay, now next is, here you are having cash memo, invoice, and you have vouchers. Let me explain you what is meant by voucher. Okay, so I'll rub this. Vouchers. Vouchers are written documents. Vouchers are written documents on the basis of which transactions are entered, on the basis of which transactions are entered in the books of accounts. In the books of accounts. So it's a documentary evidence. It's a written document which provide evidence of a transaction. It is a written document which provides evidence of a transaction. It provides evidence of a transaction. Okay, so this is known as voucher. Voucher is nothing but a documentary evidence. A documentary evidence of a transaction is known as what? Voucher. Okay, there are various types of. So the vouchers are classified in two types. That is cash voucher and non-cash voucher. Cash voucher is prepared at the time of cash receipt and cash payment. It is prepared when? At the time of cash receipt. What is meant by receipt? When the business, when it receives cash. When the business, when it makes payment of cash. Okay. So, which voucher is prepared? Cash voucher. Again, cash voucher is classified into two types. Debit voucher and credit voucher. Debit voucher is prepared when cash payments are made out of the business. Okay, are vouchers that are prepared when cash is paid. When cash is paid. For example, see, you have purchased goods, you have deposited money in the bank, you have paid cash to Rohan. Okay, you have paid transportation charges. So it is prepaid when cash is paid. Okay, so and credit voucher is prepared when cash is received. When cash is received, credit voucher is prepared when cash is received. For example, cash collected from the customers. Okay, sale of investment, cash collected from the customers. So these are what? Receipts. Cash is received. So when cash is received, what voucher is prepared? Credit voucher. Okay. Next is non-cash voucher. Okay. Non-cash vouchers are prepared when for the transactions which do not involve cash. It is prepared for the transactions which does not involve cash. It does not involve cash. So it is termed as what? Non-cash transaction. For example, credit sale of goods, credit purchases. Okay. So credit sales return, purchase return. Sales return means you have sold the goods to the customer and customers, they have found some goods are defective, due to which they are returning back the goods. So it's a sales return. It is a non-cash transaction. This transaction does not involve what? Does not involve receipt or payment of cash. So for non-cash transactions, okay, which vouchers are prepared? Non-cash vouchers. Non-cash vouchers are prepared. Okay, hope you all have understood. Thank you.